right, guys, it's Thanksgiving Day, and it has rained pretty much most of the night. It poured all morning. We finally had a little bit of a break, and came over to the only farm that we're trapping on, and had a couple more coons over here today. So the landowner got them for us, dispatched them. It's an absolute muddy, nasty mess out there. So we're not even messing with putting anything else back in today. We're just gonna let it be. It's supposed to rain the rest of the day, and then finally quit tonight. Then we're supposed to have like a day of no rain, and then it's supposed to rain again. And then by Monday, I've got to pull traps anyway, because I gotta go back to work for like 8 days. So we'll have 8 days off of trapping, and then I'll get to come back, and then I should have about 6 weeks straight of trapping. So that'll be pretty good. So yeah, that's where we are today. So there's not gonna be much video, unless you want video of me driving around in the rain. And so that's about it. That's all we got this morning on a soggy, wet, muddy, nasty day. But it's Thanksgiving, and we should all give thanks for being able to trap and living in the greatest country in the world, and you know, doing all the other stuff that we do. Hanging out with my dogs today. I'm gonna be doing the family thing actually tomorrow. So we should all be giving thanks for all the good things in our lives. Be thankful for everything that we have. Even though our country is hurting right now, she's not dead. She's just hurting. She's just a little sick, but we're gonna fix that, I hope, over the next couple of years. And we're all gonna be back on track, hopefully. So have a great Thanksgiving, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. Wow, look at that. Look at that squirrel you got. Look at that thing, huh? Yeah, you got a squirrel, huh? Yeah, good girl. Good girl, you got yourself a squirrel. All right, guys, headed out to check some traps. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and yesterday it rained pretty much the entire day. Got a couple coons yesterday, and then we didn't even reset any traps. It was just muddy and water and rain and just nasty out. So we just let the traps lay. We're gonna go over there and fix those today. We got 2 more check nights here at this farm, so we'll have a total of maybe like 8 check days here before we're moving on. And so last night I think it quit raining sometime around midnight finally, after it rained all day. And then of course it was just foggy and drizzly and gloomy, but it wasn't cold. It was only like around 40, which is the absolute perfect conditions for possums. I don't understand why that is, but drizzly, foggy, warm, grungy nights is always a possum night. So the farmer, the landowner's already texted me and said we have 2 possums. So we only have 8 traps out. So there'd be like 4 traps that we need to put back in action, and then the other 4 are probably just soaked full of water. So we'll probably have to fix all 8 traps today, but we'll deal with that. And we got 2 more check nights before we got to work for a week or so, and then we'll be back to a new piece of property after that. And then after that, when we come back from working this week, we're gonna start picking this up, and we're gonna start doing 2 or 3 or 4 properties at a time, and try to get out around 30 to 40 sets at a time. Really start getting some critters scarfed up. So that's what the plan is. We'll go out and check some traps now, right, Athena? Okay, guys. Out just kind of checking the line. And this one was the latest raccoon catch. And basically all I'm going to do on this is just put some more dirt over it, along with this one. Where we are is we're on the back of this corner, in the very back of this property. And just need to put some dirt on this, on both of these. Actually, most of them will probably get dirt today, or some dirt, and just freshen up some stuff. You can see this one here. You can see the dog sitting right there. Just because there's so much rain yesterday, it washed some of this stuff out. So it's not actually going to be cold, below freezing the next couple nights. So I'm not worried about anything. Just going to put some dirt back over these just to cover up the traps that's exposed, and that's it. No big deal. All right, guys, on this particular set, where we are is we're on this fence line right here. This farmer leaves this gate open. The critters are just working this fence, and they're working this 2-track through here. So it's a good spot. There's coyote tracks in here. There's all kinds of stuff along here. So it's a good spot. We caught a coyote there already. And I have 2 sets here. And in this one, basically, it's a dirt hole. Right there's the dirt hole. There's a rock den in there to kind of make it harder for any critters to get it out. You can see there's nothing that's messed with it. The dirt hole's intact. Nothing's been scratching around it. Nothing like that. But here's the trap. It's kind of pulled out of the bed, not completely stretched out, but pulled out of the bed. This is a deer again, and that's just part of it. You're gonna have deer. Come here, Athena. You're gonna have deer, you know, in these fields and in these areas where you're putting traps. And you can see there's a trail along this fence. The deer are probably working this trail just like the coyotes are, and they smelled this and they came over here and checked it out and stepped in it, and that's just part of it. So we'll put this one back in place. We got 2 more check nights here, and hopefully we'll keep the deer out of it, and we'll catch coyotes. All right, guys, so this one here, which was just this kind of flat set, kind of walk-through set, I just freshened it up with some urine and a little bit of lure. It's all that's on here anyway. And then added a little bit of dirt, just because the dog was showing and part of one of the jaws was showing just from the rain. And that's all I did. It's ready to go. And then this one right over here, all I did over here is put the trap back in there and get it all back to going. Freshen it up with a little bit of urine and a little bit of lure. The bait is still down in the hole. There's still that rock that's wedged down in there. So I didn't mess with any of that. It's still down there working, and that's it. All I'm doing. Okay, we're back in this corner of this corner post where there's fencing around this pond and in this big field right here, and this little chute that goes through here. And today there was a possum here in this set, so we caught a coon here, then we caught a possum. So we're gonna put this thing back in place and see what we can do about catching something else besides a coon or a possum. That would be great. But you know, you got to get rid of these nest eaters. And as this landowner said, his turkey population has really went down the last 5 to 7 years, and clearly it's because he's got a ton of nest eaters in here. So that's actually good. Just kind of keep clearing those things out, and keep trying to help the turkeys and help everything else. Although it'd be great if we could catch a few more coyotes in here. All right, guys, this one is back in place. Dug the dirt hole back out, kind of just threw some debris up there around the back on the sides to kind of help move them in, and then put the trap back in. Simple, quick, easy. Some gator bait and some feline fix down in the hole, and that's it. We're moving on. So quick and easy. All right, guys, we're down in this bottom, this little feeder road between the 2 fields, and caught another nest predator in here. This was the little flat set, and then I stuck the rock up there, put some bait up underneath the rock to make them work at it. Well, they did, and they got caught. So we're gonna fix this one, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna put the debris back up around it. I'm gonna put some bait up underneath this rock, put the trap right back in where it was, and just keep doing it, because this is a good spot, and we'll just keep running it at them and running it at them and running it at them. Here's the remake on this set. I just piled some debris around for a little bit of a backing, put that rock there. I need to put some more debris around the back side of that rock, make it look a little bit more natural. But other than that, that's it. Trap's back in place, and then it comes by here. Is going to see that, going to smell it. I put some Rage up underneath the rock, Dunlop's Rage, and a little bit of Dunlop's Coyote Gland Lure on this. It's a little early for that, but just something different. Just want to give it something different.